Hey everyone, we're here at Hosmer Chiropractic Health. I'm Dr. Phil DeVasto. What I want to go over today is what we call the wall quad stretch. Probably one of the most effective quad stretches for getting the front of the thighs here. So let's get right into it. You're going to need a wall. We've heard it called the couch stretch before. There's a lot of variations. That's because you just need something to put your leg up against. So you can get creative at home, but find yourself a wall, and you're going to want to definitely get a pad down or a couple pillows or something, because we're going to be spending a lot of time on our knees here. And what I want you to do is just first kind of get in good form. Knees down, feet are back against the wall. We're going to drop down into an all fours position here. And what I want you to think about is kind of just getting the hips straight. You don't really want to be kind of leaning one way or the other. And what we're going to do is we're going to take one leg. So I'm going to stretch my right quad. So I'm going to flip my foot up on the wall, and I'm going to slide until my knee hits the wall. So right now, my right knee is on the mat all the way against the wall. So if you were really tight, you might have a stretch just in this position, and you could just kind of walk your hands up a little bit and just get the stretch here. But for most of you, you're going to need to kind of take this to the next level to get a bit of a stretch. So again, what I want you to do is check your position. We wouldn't want the foot, way off to the side. I want the knee kind of right under the hip. And what we're going to do is you're going to take your other leg and just get that foot kind of flat right in front of you. So from this position here, you can just kind of hang out with both hands on the ground, and I have an okay stretch there, but I want to show you the different variations of how to get a little bit of a better stretch out of here. So you could use your foam roller, you could use anything else that's going to kind of prop you up here, but this would be kind of the first position here. So some of my body weight's forward. I feel a decent stretch here, and what I'm thinking about doing over time, I want you to try to hang out here for at least a couple minutes on each side, is thinking about kind of lifting those hips back. So I'm not hyperextending my lumbar spine to go back. What I'm doing is taking and just kind of lifting my whole body back. So this would be kind of the first position. If you feel like this isn't quite enough, you can bring both hands up to this knee, and you can kind of hang out here. What we're trying to do is, again, we're trying to think about your back going flat against that wall. It's probably not going to happen, but that's what we're trying to think about doing. So again, if I'm in this position, I feel like things are really loosening up and I want to go to the next level, probably the furthest position you'll go is kind of hands on the back of the hips and just trying to lean back. You could think about bringing these hands up and kind of getting back against the wall like this. It's a little bit too much stretch for me, so I probably wouldn't hang out there. I would be comfortable just in this position here or this position here. So again, 2 minutes each side, and think about just kind of breathing through some of this stuff and getting those quads to release. The one other thing I want to talk about is this is something you should probably do after you roll out. So use your Battle Star, quad baller, foam roller, roll through those quads really good. Spend about 5 to 10 minutes rolling through everything, then get into this stretch. It'll be a lot more effective if you can really loosen that tissue up first. So give this a try, work on both sides, at least a couple minutes. Enjoy.
First one is the quad stretch that we went over. You want to get your knee behind you against a wall, and the knee should be flush with the wall as you come up. If this is enough stretch, that's fine. You can think of kind of sinking your hip into that stretch. This back knee is just bent under you, but not too far forward, because you don't want to put a lot of torque on the knee. If this stretch is enough, then just hold here, relax into it, relax your glute away from that back heel. If you need a little bit more, use some books or yoga block, or if you have a coffee table or a chair, something in front of you to prop yourself up, you can get a little bit more stretch. As you come up, again, think of bringing that pelvis, tucking that pelvis forward, trying to keep as neutral spine as you can. So I don't want to arch like this, and I don't want to arch back like this. So I just want a nice neutral spine, and you can kind of adjust where your glute is to that heel according to what stretch you want. You want a nice deep stretch all the way through the front here, really sinking that front hip down, thinking neutral spine. And then as it starts to relax, you can start to work your way up into something a little bit higher. So that's where a coffee table or a chair might come in handy. And then you want to be holding this about 30 seconds to a minute.